Can you use the law of attraction to get an ex back? Still quite unwell, guys, so I'm making a video in this kind of format. I hope you don't mind. So let's talk about the law of attraction, right? Now, I used to have my own thoughts and ideas about the law of attraction, and I've even made, like, some of my first videos that I ever made on this channel were about the law of attraction. So can you use the law of attraction to get an ex back? Now, what I've now come to learn about the law of attraction is you can use the law of attraction on yourself, but you cannot use the law of attraction to get someone to fall in love with you. As in, you can't just think about someone and then they will magically manifest into your life and materialize, or they won't just randomly send you a message because you've been thinking about them. Because that's what the law of attraction says. Like, what you think about, you bring about. Thoughts of things like that, right? So you can't just think about someone and have them magically fall in love with you and come into your life, or come back into your life if you're looking for an ex to come back, right? Which is what this video is about. Can you use the law of attraction to attract an ex, right? So the short answer is no, because it messes with their free will. And we all have a free will, right? If we didn't, and we were kind of like these voodoo dolls that people could manipulate, then perhaps I would be in a relationship with someone who I didn't want to be in a relationship with, you know, or perhaps you would be, if magically one day you'll wake up and be like, oh, guess what? I'm in love with so-and-so, and it's someone who you don't even really know, or it's someone that you used to like but don't like anymore. It's someone who you used to be in a relationship and no longer want to be in a relationship with, but they still want to be with you, right? So if we could manipulate other people in that way, then we would have all these different experiences, like waking up and magically having these feelings for someone that we didn't used to have feelings for, right? And I don't think anyone has actually experienced something like that, okay? So therefore, no, you can't use like the law of attraction or any of this kind of like voodoo kind of stuff to get someone back into your life, to get an ex back into your life. But what the law of attraction does, okay, because I do believe in the law of attraction, is if you are focused on getting your ex back and that's something that you want, what will happen is you'll start to see opportunities, or like this video, for example, might be something that you've come across and it's something that you're hoping to use to get an ex back. But basically, the law of attraction has shown this opportunity to you, has shown this video to you, because that's what you've been thinking about recently, right? You've been thinking about, how do I get my ex back? Can I use the law of attraction to get my ex back? I'm really sorry, I think that was my buzzer. I'm not expecting anyone to come to me today, so it's probably someone just messing around with the buzzers, which is something that's been happening quite frequently recently. Anyway, so I apologize for that. So the law of attraction is basically something only you can manipulate within your own experiences, right? You can't manipulate someone else's experience, but you can manipulate your own experience by using the law of attraction. And like I said, like, the law of attraction is basically when you think about stuff and something's important to you, you start seeing it everywhere. That's why when you get a new car, even if you thought this car was really unique or the color was really unique, you'll start seeing them everywhere because you've got a new car and now this car is important to you. You'll start seeing the car everywhere, right? It's also like if you start watching a new TV program, you'll start seeing things about that TV program everywhere. You'll start seeing, like, interviews will start popping up in places that you'll want to watch and stuff. And another example is if you, like, learn a new word. This is something I've experienced as someone who's a reader. Like, a word that kept on coming up for me was in as much, right? So that's like one word, in as much, which is just like one word. It can be used like with breaks in between, but I started seeing that word everywhere and I was like, what does in as much mean? Does that mean what I think it does? And then I looked up that word and now I cannot stop seeing that word. I also had the similar experience when I first learned the word rapport, which I learned when I was about like 24 or something. When I learned the word rapport, I kept on seeing the word rapport everywhere, right? So that's what the law of attraction does. But the way that you use the law of attraction to get an ex back is you think, I want to get my ex back. Yeah, and you think about that a lot. And then you'll start to see opportunities starting to present themselves to you to actually be able to do that. You'll start finding resources like videos like this one, or you'll come across a book about that's about attraction and how to be more attractive or something, or how to get your ex back. You may come across lots of different resources, and you may come across lots of different opportunities. So, for example, you might be thinking about how to get your ex back, and then suddenly you're talking to a friend and they're wanting to go out on a night out with you, and usually you might have been like, oh no, I don't really want to go, but they say that it's in a part of town that is where your ex is about, and you think, well, now because getting your ex back is important to you, you decide that you want to go on that night out because that's in an area that your ex is at. But again, it's not manipulating other people to do these things. You just start seeing these opportunities because they've become important to you, because that's how the law of attraction works. So you can't manipulate other people to fall in love with you. You can't manipulate other people to miss you by just thinking about it, right? Which is what the law of attraction is all about. Your thoughts are things. But you can start opening your eyes to those experiences, to those opportunities when you are using the law of attraction to get your ex back. But it's all about how you actually manipulate, I guess, your subconscious mind and the things that are important to you, okay? So you can use the law of attraction to get your ex back, but not in the way that you might be thinking, right? So the way that you're probably thinking or hoping is you can listen to a meditation, or you can just like visualize your ex and then hope that they will text you, right? Something like that probably isn't going to work unless your ex still does have feelings for you and they were going to text you anyway, right? So it's all about yourself and how you kind of process things within your own mind, and what you decide in here is important to you. And this works for not just getting your ex back, it works for all sorts of things, like a certain career, right? Let's say one day you are thinking about, you want to change your career and you want to really become a writer, right? Suddenly you'll start seeing loads of opportunities about writing. Like you'll probably be like reading a magazine and there'll be like some kind of like a little advert in there about writing, or it might be something about you might be on Facebook and you see like a little ad about joining a writing course or something, right? Because now you're suddenly seeing it because it's important to you, right? And that's how the law of attraction works. So that's basically the information what I have for you, and the answer to the question of how can you use the law of attraction to get your ex back. Stop thinking less about just visualizing them and thinking that's what's going to bring them back, or listening to meditations about the law of attraction on how to attract an ex back, because I know there's probably a few meditations out there that say they can do that for you, or joining weird law of attraction courses that you spend thousands on, and they're basically just regurgitating The Secret or some Napoleon Hill book or something, right? So instead of looking at it that way, think of it as more as something that you do within yourself. The law of attraction is how you use it on yourself more than other people, okay? Because you can't use it on other people because everyone has a free will. So I hope that's made sense to you. Please let me know if you have any questions about that, because I know the law of attraction can be a bit of an alienating thing. A lot of people have polarizing opinions on that kind of thing because I think a lot of people think it's like witchy woo-woo or whatever. Which, if you are thinking it is witchy woo-woo and you're trying to use witchy woo-woo, that's the technical term, by the way, to get your ex back, then yeah, it's not going to work out for you. But if you use the law of attraction properly, which is on yourself and how you manipulate your own mind to see opportunities, then you're using the law of attraction in the right way. And who knows, perhaps my opinion on the law of attraction would change at some point, but this is my opinion of it now, and that's how I've personally seen the law of attraction work in my own life. So I hope this has helped you. Try not to obsess, because the law, if you're using like the witchy woo-woo idea of getting people back into your life, then you probably are obsessing too much. But if you obsess a lot, you're going to make a lot of emotional mistakes. Because one of the best things I think gets an ex back is to go into no contact especially if you have messed things up and you've begged and you've pleaded and you've acted really weak, or something like that. And then the best thing for you to do is actually to go in no contact. But if you're using like witchy woo-woo stuff and you're meditating and you're visualizing, hoping that's going to get your ex back, basically not doing anything, basically just sitting there and zenning out and hoping that's going to bring them back into your life and manifest them, then it's going to cause you to obsess. And you don't want to obsess, because if you obsess, at some point you might make an emotional mistake. You might be listening to a song one day, get overly emotional and message your ex and ruin no contact and things like that. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to be ruining opportunities for yourself. So with that being said, use the law of attraction on yourself. Like if you want to get your ex back, think, okay, I want to get my ex back. I want to get my ex back. And then you'll start seeing things around you that can help you do that. It might be like a personal development course. Or it might be like a gym membership so you can get fit and get healthy. So when your ex looks at your Instagram or stalks your profile, is able to see how fit and good looking you look and how much better off you are doing with your life now. And that'll make them wonder about you, think about you, and they may even reach out to you. But from this point forward, my best advice is to assume that they're not coming back. Because again, you don't want to live in you don't want to live in hope. Because if you live in hope, then you like I said before, you might make emotional mistakes. It's best to just move on and heal from the relationship, and after a period of time, depending on how long the relationship was, then you want to start dating new people. Because again, you can't manipulate your ex to come back. You can't use the law of attraction to get your ex back by just thinking about them. The best thing for you to do is to stay in no contact, work on yourself, create a better life for yourself, become more fulfilled and more happy as a person, enjoy being alone, find a way to enjoy your time alone, heal, get back out there, and maybe your ex will come back in the future, or maybe they won't, or you might find a better opportunity for you. And if you're searching up things about this on the law of attraction, how to get an ex back, this is your sign from the universe, through me, that you need to assume that they're gone. Figure out your life, figure out trying to find ways to make you enjoy your life more, live a better life, live a more fulfilling life, find more meaning in your life, and then you will attract, they will come back into your life, or you'll attract someone better, okay? This is your sign from the universe. This is your sign from the law of attraction to do the law of attraction the right way, okay? That's your sign. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.